The construction industry wastes over $1 trillion annually due to data and communication errors, but there's a digital revolution happening right now that could change everything.
That's a staggering number. What exactly is driving all that waste?
Well, imagine trying to build the world's most complex puzzle, but every team is working with pieces from different manufacturers that don't quite fit together. That's essentially what's happening in construction today. But there's this fascinating solution called openBIM that's creating a universal language for building design.
Hmm? So it's like creating a standard that everyone can use no matter what tools they're working with?
Exactly. And here's what makes it so powerful. It's built on something called Industry Foundation Classes, or IFC. Think of it as DNA for buildings, capturing everything from the tiniest screw to complex mechanical systems in a format that any software can understand.
You know, that reminds me of how USB standards transformed electronics. Before that, every device had its own unique connector.
That's exactly the right comparison. And just like USB, openBIM is solving problems we didn't even realize we had. For instance, there's this amazing tool called BCF, BIM collaboration format. That's basically like having a sophisticated social media platform just for building design issues.
So, how does that actually work in practice?
Picture this: instead of endless email chains about design changes, you can attach comments, technical specs, and approval workflows directly to specific parts of the 3D model. And get this, these comments maintain their context no matter what software you're using. It's literally saving months of back and forth communication.
That must be transforming how teams collaborate on large projects.
Oh, you have no idea. There was this recent case study where a major hospital project saved over $3 million just by catching design conflicts early through openBIM. But here's what's really interesting. They're not just thinking about the construction phase.
What do you mean? How does it extend beyond construction?
Well, they've developed this concept called digital twins, virtual copies of buildings that mirror their physical counterparts. And using openBIM standards ensures these digital twins will still be useful decades from now. One project manager put it perfectly when they said openBIM guarantees value over time. It ensures the maintenance of the digital twin in 5 to 10 years.
That's really forward thinking. But what about smaller companies? Can they benefit from this too?
That's where it gets really interesting. They've created this free validation service. Think of it like a spell check for building designs, and a use case management service that shares best practices across the industry. It's democratizing access to advanced building technology.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but about creating an ecosystem that everyone can participate in?
Precisely. And here's what's fascinating. They're developing something called the OpenCDE initiative, which is creating standardized ways for different computer systems to share building information. It's like creating an internet protocol, but specifically for construction data.
That sounds like it could have huge implications for smart buildings and sustainability.
Oh, yeah, and that's where things get really exciting. When you have standardized data formats, suddenly you can easily integrate things like energy management systems, predictive maintenance programs, and even artificial intelligence tools. We are talking about buildings that can actually optimize their own performance.
You know, it's interesting how something as seemingly technical as data standards could have such a massive real world impact.
And that's really the key insight here. OpenBIM isn't just about making construction more efficient, It's about fundamentally changing how we design, build, and maintain our entire built environment. The potential impact on sustainability alone is mind-boggling.
It sounds like we're at the beginning of a major transformation in construction.
Absolutely right. And what's really exciting is that we are just scratching the surface. As these standards continue to evolve and more tools become available, we are going to see innovations we can't even imagine yet. The future of construction is definitely looking more open, more connected, and more collaborative than ever before.